How does one person build a fortune larger than the economies of entire countries? Elon Musk didn't just become rich, he rewrote the rules. There was a time when he was nearly broke, risking almost every dollar he had on ideas many believed would fail. Electric cars, reusable rockets, satellites, and artificial intelligence each became another piece of an extraordinary empire. But none of it happened the way most people think. And by the end of this video, you'll never see Elon Musk's wealth the same way again. Our story begins far from Silicon Valley, in an ordinary neighborhood in Pretoria, South Africa. It was a place where few could have imagined that the world's future richest entrepreneur was growing up. As a child, Elon Musk was different. Instead of chasing popularity, he spent countless hours reading. Science fiction, engineering, and books about the future filled his imagination and inspired him to think beyond the world he knew. While most children were playing outside, Elon became fascinated with computers. At a time when personal computers were still rare, he taught himself how to program through experimentation and determination. By the age of 12, he had created a simple space-themed video game called Blastar. He sold its code for about $500, earning his first money through software and discovering that ideas could create real value. But making games was never his ultimate dream. Even as a teenager, he believed technology could solve humanity's greatest challenges. His imagination stretched far beyond Earth, toward a future where humans could one day live among the stars. Determined to find greater opportunities, Elon left South Africa and moved to Canada. He arrived with limited money, few connections, and no guarantee of success. To support himself, he worked physically demanding jobs, building the resilience that would define his career. University expanded his knowledge of physics, engineering, and business, but his ambitions were already reaching far beyond the classroom. Meanwhile, the internet was transforming the world. Elon recognized that the biggest opportunities belonged to those willing to solve the biggest problems. That belief led him into entrepreneurship. His first startup was about to change everything, becoming the first step toward building one of the greatest fortunes in modern history. In 1995, Elon Musk entered the rapidly growing internet industry by co-founding a small software company called Zip2. At the time, he wasn't wealthy, famous, or backed by powerful investors. He simply believed software could change the way businesses reached customers. Zip2 gave newspapers a way to publish business directories and city maps online, an idea far ahead of its time, years before smartphones and digital navigation became part of everyday life. The early days were anything but glamorous. Money was scarce, and Musk often slept on the office floor instead of renting an apartment. He showered at a nearby gym and spent nearly every waking hour writing code, solving problems, and improving the product. His persistence soon paid off. As internet adoption accelerated, businesses realized they needed an online presence. Newspapers that had once been skeptical began adopting Zip2's software, proving the company's vision was right. Growth brought new investors, but it also brought difficult decisions. As Zip2 expanded, disagreements emerged over leadership and the company's future. Musk learned that building a successful business required more than great technology. It demanded strategy, resilience, and the ability to make tough choices. Then came the breakthrough that changed his life forever. In 1999, Zip2 was acquired for approximately $307 million. After taxes, Elon Musk received around $22 million, his first major financial success. For most entrepreneurs, that would have been the finish line. For Musk, it was only the beginning. Rather than protecting his new fortune, he invested almost all of it into an even bigger idea. This time, he wasn't trying to reinvent newspapers. He wanted to reinvent banking. Musk believed moving money online could become just as revolutionary as putting information online. That vision led him to launch X.com, a company that would eventually become PayPal and propel Elon Musk onto the path to becoming one of the richest people in the world. After selling Zip2, Elon Musk made a decision that surprised almost everyone. Instead of protecting his new fortune, he invested much of it into a far riskier company called X.com. His vision was ambitious. He wanted to create an online financial platform where people could send, receive, and manage money entirely through the internet. At the time, many people still hesitated to shop online, let alone trust a website with their bank account. But Musk believed digital banking would eventually become part of everyday life. Soon, X.com merged with another fast-growing online payments company. The combined business would later become PayPal. As internet use expanded, PayPal grew rapidly. Sending money online became faster, simpler, and more convenient than traditional methods. Millions of people adopted the platform, helping transform online payments into an everyday reality. Success, however, brought new challenges. Leadership conflicts and strategic disagreements tested the company from within. Musk learned that building a revolutionary business required more than bold ideas. It demanded resilience, adaptability, and difficult decisions. Despite those setbacks, PayPal continued growing until it attracted one of the biggest technology companies in the world. In 2002, eBay acquired PayPal for approximately $1.5 billion. As the company's largest individual shareholder, Elon Musk received around $180 million after taxes. For most people, that would have meant a lifetime of financial security. Musk saw something else. Rather than retiring, he risked nearly everything again. His focus shifted to three bold missions: making humanity multiplanetary, accelerating sustainable transportation, and advancing clean energy. Many believed he was making the biggest mistake of his life. What happened next would redefine modern entrepreneurship forever. Most millionaires protect their wealth by spreading it across different investments. Elon Musk chose a completely different path. He put almost everything he owned into two companies that many people believed had little chance of surviving. Instead of holding on to the fortune he earned from PayPal, he invested heavily in SpaceX and Tesla. It was an extraordinary gamble, and failure could have erased nearly everything he had built. At the time, private space companies were almost unheard of. Rockets were seen as too expensive, too risky, and nearly impossible to turn into successful businesses. The outlook for electric cars wasn't much better. Most major automakers believed gasoline engines would remain the future of transportation for decades. Few people thought an electric car company could compete with the industry's biggest names. Millions of dollars poured into research, engineering, prototypes, factories, and new technology. Every delay consumed more cash, while success still seemed far away. Then came the first major setback. SpaceX launched its first rocket, and it failed. Years of hard work were lost in a matter of seconds. The team refused to quit. They studied the data, found the problems, and prepared for another launch. But the second mission also failed, then the third. Confidence inside the company began to fade, and critics declared that SpaceX and Tesla were both heading toward collapse. At the very same time, Tesla struggled with production delays, rising costs, and nervous investors. Money disappeared faster than new funding arrived, pushing both companies to the edge of disaster. Even when advisors urged Musk to slow down and protect what remained of his fortune, he refused to abandon his vision. Everything now depended on one final opportunity. The next launch would decide more than the future of SpaceX. It could determine whether Elon Musk lost nearly everything or achieved one of the greatest turnarounds in business history. After 3 devastating failures, SpaceX had enough money left for only one more launch attempt. This time, everything worked. The Falcon 1 rocket successfully reached orbit, proving that a privately funded company could achieve what many believed was impossible. Years of relentless effort, painful setbacks, and enormous financial pressure suddenly transformed into one unforgettable moment of victory. For Elon Musk, this wasn't just a successful launch. It was the moment his biggest gamble finally began to pay off. The breakthrough caught the attention of NASA, leading to contracts worth billions of dollars and giving SpaceX the financial stability it desperately needed. But SpaceX didn't stop there. The company transformed the economics of spaceflight by proving that rockets could be landed, reused, and flown again, instead of being discarded after a single mission. At nearly the same time, Tesla began overcoming its manufacturing problems and steadily increasing vehicle production. Customers who had once doubted electric cars were now waiting months to receive their vehicles as demand surged around the world. Investor confidence returned, and Tesla's market value climbed at an astonishing pace. Because Elon Musk owned a significant share of Tesla, every increase in the company's stock price dramatically expanded his personal net worth. New factories, higher production, and growing global demand transformed Tesla from a struggling startup into one of the world's most valuable automakers. Meanwhile, SpaceX expanded beyond launching rockets by building Starlink, a global satellite internet network designed to connect millions of people worldwide. Suddenly, Elon Musk's wealth wasn't growing by millions of dollars, it was increasing by billions within remarkably short periods. The entrepreneur who had once struggled to make payroll was now competing for the title of the world's richest person. But here's the surprising part. Most of his fortune wasn't sitting in a bank account waiting to be spent. The vast majority of Elon Musk's wealth exists on paper because it comes from owning shares in valuable companies whose prices constantly rise and fall. So if his wealth isn't mostly cash, how does Elon Musk actually use hundreds of billions of dollars? When headlines say, Elon Musk is worth hundreds of billions of dollars, they aren't describing piles of cash sitting inside a giant vault. Net worth is mostly the estimated value of everything a person owns after subtracting any debts or financial obligations. Because Elon Musk owns significant stakes in several companies, their success directly increases his personal wealth. If those companies become more valuable, the value of his shares rises, even if he doesn't sell a single one. His fortune is tied primarily to ownership, not to enormous amounts of cash sitting in a personal bank account. Selling large amounts of stock can reduce ownership, influence investor confidence, and often create substantial tax consequences. Instead, some wealthy founders choose to borrow against the value of their shares while continuing to own them. Those shares can sometimes be used as collateral, allowing access to financing without immediately giving up ownership of the business. That approach can provide capital for investments, acquisitions, or other projects while preserving long-term ownership if the loans are managed responsibly. For Elon Musk, maintaining ownership has often been more valuable than converting large portions of his shares into cash. Because financial markets change every day, Elon Musk's estimated net worth can rise or fall by billions of dollars within a matter of hours. That's one reason the title of the world's richest person frequently changes as company valuations move up and down. More than luxury spending, much of Musk's fortune remains connected to companies that are still building rockets, electric vehicles, satellites, artificial intelligence, and other ambitious technologies. For him, today's wealth is often viewed as fuel for tomorrow's even bigger projects. And those projects continue expanding into industries far beyond cars and rockets. Today, Elon Musk's fortune no longer depends on a single company. It spans multiple businesses that are helping shape the future of technology. By this point, Elon Musk's wealth was no longer driven by just one company. It had become an entire technology ecosystem. Artificial intelligence became another major area where Musk believed future economic value would be created. But advanced AI requires enormous computing power, which makes data centers, specialized chips, and computing infrastructure extremely valuable. At the same time, SpaceX continued expanding its satellite network, with the goal of bringing high-speed internet to much of the world. Unlike one-time rocket launches, satellite internet can generate recurring revenue, month after month. Musk also expanded into social media by acquiring Twitter, later renamed X. This gave him control of another major technology platform, one that influences news, business, entertainment, and public conversation every day. His ambitions also moved toward humanoid robots, designed to assist with repetitive, dangerous, or physically demanding work. Together, electric vehicles, artificial intelligence, robotics, satellites, renewable energy, and space technology formed an interconnected system. Progress in one area could strengthen another. For Musk, many of these projects are not measured in months. They are measured over decades. Whether every vision succeeds or not, these ambitious ideas continue attracting investors, engineers, and global attention. Financial markets often reward companies when people believe today's research could become tomorrow's breakthrough product. So Elon Musk's fortune reflects more than the value of today's businesses. It also reflects expectations about what those businesses might achieve in the future. But can this extraordinary fortune keep growing? Or has it already reached its highest point? To answer that, we need to understand what truly made Elon Musk one of history's wealthiest entrepreneurs. After exploring every company, every risk, and every breakthrough, one question remains. What actually made Elon Musk so wealthy? The answer wasn't a massive salary, it was ownership. Instead of selling his companies early, Musk kept significant ownership as they grew in value over time. Again and again, he accepted extraordinary risks because he believed the long-term opportunity was greater than the short-term danger. Many of those decisions seemed unrealistic when he made them. Years later, several of them transformed entire industries. Each success helped finance the next. The money earned from software led to online payments. Online payments helped fund electric vehicles, reusable rockets, satellite internet, and artificial intelligence. His journey was never a straight path. It was filled with failures, setbacks, recovery, and relentless persistence. Every challenge became another lesson that shaped the companies he built. As those businesses expanded, financial markets rewarded their growth. Because most of Elon Musk's wealth remains tied to the value of his companies, his net worth can rise or fall by billions of dollars as markets change. Today, he controls one of the largest collections of business ownership in modern history. Whether measured by wealth or influence, his companies have already changed how millions of people travel, communicate, access the internet, and think about the future. His story reminds us that lasting wealth is often created by solving problems that matter to millions of people while continuing to build and hold ownership in valuable businesses. From a teenager teaching himself computer programming in South Africa to one of the wealthiest entrepreneurs in history, Elon Musk's journey has been anything but ordinary. His fortune will continue to change as markets rise and fall, but the principles behind building it remain the same: innovation, long-term thinking, calculated risk, and persistence. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this documentary, subscribe for more stories about the world's greatest businesses, innovators, and the ideas shaping our future. And remember, fortunes may rise and fall, but innovation has the power to change the world forever.